remember anything. Who was I talking to? P.S. I found it. Asses was gonna get beat because I couldn't find my outfit. Like, I need to get rich. LOL. That wasn't proper English, clearly. P.S. She is moving. I'll miss her. Oh my gosh! That is so sweet of me! No, because like, why am I crying, bitch? Feeling like I need to cry. Oh my god! Hey mom and dad, friends, haters, anybody else watching this video. We are doing something a little bit differently. I know that I said I was going to be posting nothing but fall content. However, I had this video idea and I said I need to post it. Don't be alarmed, fall content will be coming, but for now I just wanted to make this video because I thought it would be fun. I went back home not too long ago and I picked up this journal. This is my journal from childhood. I have several, but this is like the very first journal that I like stayed consistent in. Some of my other ones are just, it's all over the place. So I've only read the first page of this, and after reading the first page I was like, I don't remember anything, okay? I don't remember what I was talking about, what I was saying. I know like certain topics that were mentioned, but like I don't remember what I was really talking about. So let's just like get started. On the very first page, June 7th, 2008, that would make me just about to turn 10. Dear diary, I heart my older sis. She's the one who got me this book. She is so kind. I will always remember her. She's the best older sister ever. P.S. She's my only sister. Yeah. Yeah. Who was I talking to? Obviously everyone knows she's my only sister, but you know, it's fine. June 7th, 2008. I guess I wrote in this twice on the same day and I dated it 2 different times. I'm assuming once was earlier in the day and once was later. Today I almost had a heart attack because I thought I will get in trouble because I could not find my B-Day outfit. And when I tell you outfit, I mean A-L-F-I-T. Outfit. P.S. I found it. I thought asses was gonna get beat because I couldn't find my outfit. Like, in a very small way. I miss that being the thing that I worry about. June 8th. Today I went to a DJ job with my dad. I was with my 7 and 12-year-old uncle. P.S. I think he is 13. LOL. That wasn't proper English, clearly. I do remember this though. I'm surprised I didn't write about it. It actually would have been so cute if I wrote about it. But this day was the first day that I have ever tried a Shirley Temple ever in my life. Now this is June 12th, 2008. Dear diary, today I went to my friend's house. We played with her American dolls, then ate the... Then we got wet on the water slide / slip and slide. P.S. She is moving. I'll miss her, but I had lots of fun with her. Also, if you guys are wondering like why I'm reading like a literal like 5-year-old, it's because my handwriting like wasn't the best. Like, I think I remember the friend. July 3rd, 2008. Today I had sewing class. It was fun. I learned. And then literally I wrote nothing after that. I wrote a whole bunch of random things on this page. Miley's phone number. So I was convinced that I had Miley Cyrus's phone number. I don't know where I got this from. I didn't write again for 2 years, 2010. I'm not gonna read this one out loud, so we're gonna skip right the fuck past that. Now this one is a long one. I'm a bit older. My handwriting is so different. It's actually like kind of sad. So for the entries that are like super long, I'm only gonna read parts of it because we're gonna be here all fucking day if I try to read this whole shit. So July 27th. Okay, so I want to have a store named Nina Bean and then design dresses for like the Oscars and stuff like that. Also want to be a lead singer in a band, and the girl was dreaming. I want the name to be either Toxic Chemicals or The Scene. Oh my gosh! Not Toxic Chemicals or The Scene. First of all, so Toxic Chemicals, it was definitely a play on My Chemical Romance. The Scene, I think I probably got that from Selena Gomez and The Scene. Get out of here with that nonsense. Anyway, I look up to Isaac. Oh my gosh, I wrote I look up to Isaac to play the piano. I'm talking about Isaac Slade from The Fray. That is so sweet of me. Why am I getting teary-eyed? That is so crazy. This might not even sound crazy to you guys, but like the reason why it sounds so crazy to me is because literally this morning I was listening to The Fray. All of the things that I listened to from The Fray are from back then. So the fact that like I'm obsessed with them now as a 25-year-old and I literally am getting like tattoos for these bands, and now I'm reading about like how they inspired me back then, like it's such a like full circle moment, and it's just so cute, and it's so like nice to see that the bands that inspired me back then and like meant so much to me back then still mean so much to me to this day. I want to sing songs like like Paramore. Bitch, you was never gonna be on Hayley Williams level. Like, let's get that noted. I don't know where in my mind I thought that I would ever be able to sing songs like Paramore. Like, cause I know what I meant. Like, I meant like I want to be Hayley Williams. Like, I'm gonna ride bike a lot and I'm going to bake. I will try my best to have sayings all over my house. Well, my mansion. I was on some millennial type shit, cause the way I will not be having quotes all over my house is crazy. My body, different story. My house, absolutely not. Not reading that. Okay, now we're gonna fast forward 4 years. My handwriting has also changed a significant amount. Like, oh, it's like so sad. I feel like I'm watching myself grow up in a matter of like seconds. Like, this is so like, been a while since I've written in this. Was just reading over all the things I wrote. Crazy to see how times have changed, how the people around me have changed, how I've changed. Crazy reading about being a fashion designer. It was all a dream back then and seemed so realistic to actually happen. Now I'm a sophomore in high school and not even close to being a designer. It's a scary thought. At some point I had to be real with myself. I can't even sew. However, I'm still into fashion. No, because like, why am I crying, bitch? Pull yourself together. I was so in love with My Chemical Romance and I still am, but sadly they broke up in March 2013. Oh no! Like, this is where my life went downhill. No, see, I blame My Chemical Romance because they never should have pulled that shit. I was really into dark bands and I still am, but I've also fallen in love with brightest artists too. Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, I've always loved clearly, but she is nothing like she was on the cover of this diary. So I think that this is when Miley was like, you know, starting to wild out. I think this is around like the Bangers tour era. My ass was like, y'all thought you knew Miley in the beginning of this diary? This is not the Miley we know today. All I have to say now is it's crazy how much has changed in 4 years. No, bitch. I keep feeling like I need to cry. Oh my god. March 14th, 2015, so this is a year later. Every time I reread this, it kills me. There will probably never be a time when I could read this without crying. Oh, I mean, right the fuck now, bitch. It still blows my mind to read how naive and innocent I was. So much has happened, so much has changed. Things we may cry over now, we later come to realize they never mattered. You don't completely control your life. You can try to control how you handle certain situations. You never know what is gonna come your way. Girl was in her bag, yo. I was in my motherfucking bag. May 9th of, I'm assuming 2015. I did not put the year on this one. I think I'll be the happiest when I get the chance to make others happy. I need to get rich. If I could make a crying person laugh, I live. I want to get rich, not just for material things, but because I want to be able to feed a hungry person. It's like really sweet that I wrote that. The joy that bands made me feel, I wanted to give that same feeling to somebody else. And so that's why I was talking about being rich. Like, it wasn't so much about being rich, it was more so like having a platform. But at that age, like, I didn't really know how to express that. But I just wanted to have a platform so that I can make other people laugh. So interesting and like cool that I was writing about that, because that's kind of what I'm doing with YouTube. Like, I don't need to become like a super huge YouTuber, but if anyone watches my videos and like laughs at them or even just watches them to distract them from whatever is going on in their mind, like, that is good enough. It's like really sweet that I was having those thoughts and dreams and feelings and like epiphanies back then, and like I still feel that same way all of these years later. June 6, 2015. The great news is that Boo Boo is still alive and with me right now. When I read back on this, future me is going to be so confused. There's some sort of like beauty to the way that I was writing. It was all over the place, and truly, clearly, that is how I felt in my mind, and so it's kind of just coming out on paper. I'm way more capable now of like analyzing my own self than I was back then, obviously, because I was like just so young. June 8th, 2015. Positive thing for today, Boo Boo is sleeping right next to me. Aww. Those are the real things that are important. I can't wait to look back at this book and laugh and cry. June 11th, Boo Boo is next to me as always, so is Rocky. I'm about to take a shower, but before I do, I scroll through Instagram. Skip. I found one of the workers from Warped Tour. He was so nice and chill and extra smiley. His name is Derek and literally just made my night. He's in a band, ... Which, no, he's not. I don't know where I got that from. He's not in a band. He was like a merch guy at Warped Tour who was like hella chill. And like my friends and I like were able to meet the Somerset because of him. If he gets more famous, I'll die. You'll die, bitch. You'll die. Be for real. June 14th, 12:40 a.m. So my friends recently left my house. I made $65 and got a Dunkin' Donuts gift card. I think I'm talking about my birthday. I made $65 like it was a fucking shift, girl. June 14th, 7:47 p.m. Currently home alone and I feel great. I'm gonna go watch a scary movie with Boo Boo and Rocky. It's raining too, so perfect. I wrote that in all caps and exclamation points. I love watching scary movies when it rains. Back then, I loved watching scary movies when my parents weren't home. Like, it just was such a vibe. Like, it was even more scary. I think it's because I am not very scared by scary movies, and so to make it scarier and give me a feeling of fear, I preferred watching them when I was by myself in my house. June 17th, 2015. I'm gonna be a senior now. As long as I'm happy, I don't care about where I end up. I keep glancing up at Boo Boo and I can't take how cute he is. Right now, when you read this, smile. Not me talking to my future self. Stop it, queen. Okay, first of all, Boo Boo and Rocky, those are my dogs. Like, I don't think I said that. They have both passed away since then. I have memory of like always being with them. This year in particular, like I was kind of like an only child. My siblings had moved out. So my dogs were like my siblings. Like I was with them all the time. If my parents were at work, then I was alone with just me and the two of them. We became very, very close. Everything I did was with my dogs. And now looking back, like they 100% were my emotional support dogs. I feel like my dogs were with me through like the most difficult times in school. It's like bittersweet to like see how much I wrote about them, and like every time I was writing they were with me. And it's kind of ironic also because most of the times when I was writing, like I wasn't in the greatest headspace. I'm not gonna put like super deep emotional stuff in this video because this is meant to be a little bit more lighthearted and not like depressing, but I just wanted to call out like just not a coincidence that every time I was sad I would write and they would be with me while I was writing. Like, how cute is that? This is in high school when I just started to feel like everything sucks, bro. Like, I was just getting very much over like being a child. I feel like my senior year of high school, the best way to explain myself is like 13 going on 30. I feel like I literally changed overnight. I kind of got to a point where like leading up to my senior year of high school, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I just felt like if it's not going to benefit me in my future, then I don't want it now. My brain just like turned on. Like, I just started having all of these thoughts. I also think it's interesting that I was writing about how like I don't care where I end up as long as I'm happy, because I feel this way now. I do not believe that you need to have like a set path in life. I don't feel that it's fair to put that sort of pressure on a child where like you're in high school and like you're being treated like a child, but then the second you graduate, now you're supposed to be an adult who knows exactly what they want to do. Also, that's how you end up screwing yourself with college, because like you don't know exactly what you want. You end up like tricking yourself into thinking like this is what you want, and then you go to school for it and you realize maybe like that's not what you wanted, and now you owe all this money and it's for something you didn't even care about. And I just had always felt that way. I wanted to be a fashion designer, but like looking back, it's like, did I really want to be a fashion designer? I didn't want to be a fashion designer. I just really liked clothes. But just because you like something doesn't mean you have to make a career out of it. I think I just told myself that I needed something, and like that's what I kind of stuck to. I don't need to like know exactly what I'm doing next. Like, I have an idea. I'm not gonna feel like a failure because I didn't get exactly what like I thought I wanted at one point. But now I look back and I'm like, girl, you were like 5, you were 10, you were 15, even at 20, like you don't need to know what you're doing with the rest of your life. Different strokes for different folks, okay? So there are some people who are very career driven and like career based, but then there are other people who are not that way, and it doesn't mean that you are like lazy or you're not driven or you just don't care about things. Like, certain things just aren't as important. There's that little ramble. I just said a whole lot. See, I could have made that a journal entry. I think I'm just gonna end this video on that note, but I can definitely do a part 2, a part 3, a part 4. Like, I can just keep this shit going. Okay, my camera just died. So as I was saying, I think it's so beautiful to be able to like look back at what I used to write and like laugh and cry with my own self. Like what a moment we just had. Like, my journal is very sacred to me. Deeper stuff like I'm not gonna share with the internet, but like just to make you guys giggle a little bit, you know, I figured it would be nice to share like some of the funny things that I used to write. It's also just like a nice little reminder of like how innocent like we are. In 10 years I'll look back at what I used to write today and be like, oh my gosh, I was so young and I was so innocent. Like, some of the things I was reading like really really touched mi corazón. Mi corazón was touched, bro. Like, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I plan on making more videos like this because I have so many journals that I can read through. Give this video a thumbs up if you want more, even if you don't want more. Yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.
Tell me, have you seen her? Let me wrap my weave up. I'm the trap Selena.